Hi guys, welcome back to Holding It Together. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Hope you guys had a good week. How was your week?
My week's been long, okay? I'm sorry. They have me out in the field this week, and
Mind you, it's Tuesday.
I love how you read me to filth every time. Yeah, it is Tuesday, and I'm really tired. I don't know what it is, like being outside, because it's not like I'm doing hard work.
Being in the sun is like exhausting. Like tell me what, even if I like sit on the beach for a day, just sitting, not doing anything, just in the sun, I sleep like a rock.
Like really,
It's crazy.
I don't know what it is. So the energy's a little low, but I'm really excited for this episode, so I can't complain.
No, same. I've been like thrilled about it since we planned it like 2 months ago. So almost, I think we planned it before my wedding.
Yeah, no,
Maybe right after.
it was right after your wedding.
Okay.
I was like, actually, no.
Actually, no, you're wrong. Okay, so I said last week that I would give a little review on Yesteryear, the book that I just finished. I finished this book over the weekend. It's been like 4 or 5 days since I finished it. Can't stop thinking about it. Like, it was just incredible. So the premise, if you haven't heard about it already, I feel like it's really blowing up. I got it as like part of Book of the Month, and then it just like exploded.
Isn't it like about Ballerina Farm?
Low-key, yes. Like, it's giving copy paste. But it's definitely heavily inspired by her, and I kind of think inspired by Ruby Franke. But apparently I didn't realize that the author who wrote this book has like a podcast and like a social media presence where she talks a lot about like trad wife and like that kind of thing. So she definitely is like deep in the lore. But basically the premise of the story is this famous influencer who portrays like trad wife life, like think Ballerina Farms, lives on a farm, has like a million kids, whatever, cooks from scratch. One day she wakes up in 1855 and has to actually live the life she's been promoting. So you're kind of flipping back and forth between time.
So I heard that, but in the present day, she has like nannies and camera crews and editors and things like that.
Yes.
So she has all of this support that she's not
advertising.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of,
that's where the,
yes, that's kind of the idea is like I think the book was so good because it paints a picture of a lot of different things. Obviously, like one of the main themes is like the trad wife influencer life, where like people are heavily promoting this one life, and it's like, okay, but behind the scenes, you have a producer, you have people watching your kids, you have people like helping you run your farm. Like, you're not doing this all by yourself. Especially if like your kids are not out like working the farm. Like that's the only way people could do that back then as a family, is like their kids worked the farm. So it's like about that aspect of it. But then also I think some of the main criticism I'm seeing people talk about, and I was actually shocked because I said before, like when I finish a book, I go in and I read all the reviews. That's like my favorite thing. I was shocked at how many like negative reviews I saw. Really? Actually, like I saw so many of them.
I think the trad wife phenomenon has, I think people are over it. Like people, like I think people, not that it's like a bad thing, or it's like, but the trend, I think people are haters on it. I don't care either way, but I feel like it's very bisecting.
Yes.
You know? You have like lovers and the haters.
Yeah.
And haters are always louder than the lovers.
Well, which is actually funny because it's like one of the main themes of the book is like the people who hate are the ones that like keep her channel growing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's a rage baiter. No, I'm kidding.
No, but it's so like one of the main criticisms is people were like, oh, like the main character Natalie was like super unlikable. I love an unlikable narrator.
Oh, me too.
But they were like, I had no one to root for. But I'm like, I just can't relate. The picture of female rage was just like and crazy. Like Natalie is so angry, like at everything, but just the way it's portrayed is so interesting. I also think I just think it was such a cool book on so many levels. I like want to read it again. I can't wait for it to be a movie. Anne Hathaway bought the rights to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, I think you said last week that it was
maybe, yeah.
Maybe we talked to
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh, I feel like it was just written for
movies."
Like movies. I thought it was still well written. I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of people there's a twist at the end. A lot of people had like problems with that. I think that was kind of the only way to do it and like keep it rooted in real life, or like
it was all a dream.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, thank God. Yeah. Thank God. I hate those.
But no, it was.
And then she woke up. I'm like, oh my, I will scream.
Yeah.
That brings.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is this going to be a dream? It wasn't.
Okay. Thank you.
It's crazy. But you have to read it. It
okay.
was like.
I'll definitely read it.
It was so good.
Definitely putting on my TBR.
Yeah.
I love like I'm out of my romance era.
Really?
I don't know what it is. Like I can't even look at a romance book. I'm like, boring.
Not me. Also, last week being like, I need to read like something happy. Like I need to get back in like romance books. I'm reading I Who Have Never Known Men. Like I'm cooked.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
You're cooked. Yeah.
So
yeah, but I'm in a little bit of a reading slump, I will say.
Yeah.
After the Nightingale, I have not picked up anything. Even put on anything. Like the audiobook, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just moving through life. And I have books like on my TBR and I have my Libby app. I just let them expire because I'm like, I can't.
Just not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood.
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
But speaking of not being in the mood, I think I'm sober curious. To be quite frank, I don't drink on the day-to-day normally.
Yeah.
I only drink on social occasions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Something about being sober and like holding myself accountable. I don't know. I think that's where I want to be, because I will say drinking doesn't hit the same as it does when I was in my early 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm just not a shots girl anymore. I don't know if it's because like, and I want to drink during special occasions. I don't want to like go dry sober with any of that, but I think I just want to limit my sobriety to like certain times, like weddings maybe, and friends' birthday parties and the Halloween party, and like keep it to like that level.
Yeah.
Where I don't want to do it every time I go out. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Where I just want to keep it on the.
Yeah. So not like every social situation, just select ones.
Yes, exactly.
I see.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I think I've gotten to this point because the hangovers have just gotten so bad, mentally, physically, just draining. And I used to be taking shots till midnight, 1, 2 a.m. and then turn around the next day and go to the gym with my mom at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And like sweat it out or whatever and be so fine the whole day and just chill. And now I do it and I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm dragging myself through a workout or through the morning, and I hate that. And I can't tell if it's my little pea brain that's like the productivity is like low, like, but I'm running on all cylinders and I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
It's like not good enough. So yeah, I don't know. Like is
there like an event that sparked it, or it's just kind of been like an accumulating thought?
It's been an accumulating thought. I thought, okay, what if I was, actually, I will tell you.
Okay.
It's been an accumulating thought, but I had this fear that I wouldn't be fun if I wasn't drunk. So recently I went to a wedding, and I went to a sober wedding. I went to Delaware, and I was the DD, so I stayed sober, and I was really scared the whole night that I wasn't going to be fun enough or friendly enough or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like I had so much fun. And I think I put so much like weight on the way I present myself as being like a fun, bubbly, like friendly girl, like especially with Nick's family, and just like presenting, I'll say.
Yeah.
And not that that's not me, because I feel like that's mostly me, but I don't know. I just didn't think I would be like as charismatic, as friendly, as funny, as whatever if I was sober. And it turns out like I had a great time, and maybe I wasn't as those things, but I definitely was those things. Yeah. And so I think the fear of like my favorite Nicole is drunk Nicole, because that has been told to me. Has been kind of settled, and I didn't even know that was a fear of mine until I dug deep into these like sober curious thoughts. Yeah. And I was like, okay, why don't you just do it? And I'm like, I don't know, it's uncomfortable. And I'm like, okay, why is it uncomfortable? Dug deeper. I'm scared and boring.
Yeah, I always have the fear of like, I don't think I've ever thought of it like of a fear of me being boring, but in the sense of like, will I not have fun if I don't drink too? Yeah, I think that's where I like sometimes, because I feel like since I've started an SSRI, I sometimes accidentally get like way too drunk and then I don't have fun anymore. And it's not like I make myself sick, but it's just like, it's this so bizarre feeling where it's like I'm not like blacked out, but like I feel like I'm like jumping through time a little bit, and like, or I can just feel how like slow I can just feel how drunk I am basically, and like I don't feel in control anymore, and I don't like that.
Yes, I don't like it either.
And it's like, so I've had the thought too, but then it's like I'm like, okay, well, I like to participate sometimes to a degree.
Yes, of course.
And also like I like a fun little drink. You
Me
know what
too.
I mean? Like I love the taste of like an old fashioned. I love to have like a tequila mule. Like Nicole's like, me.
That's why I was taking shots, because I hate the taste of alcohol. And don't get me wrong, like I've come around to it.
I love a good cocktail.
Like I love a good cocktail, I'll say. But yeah, I don't love the taste of alcohol.
Yeah.
And what also sparked this kind of thought process was one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name's Rachel Rambles. She's doing like a 60-day lock-in challenge. And one of her things was like no alcohol.
Yeah.
And I didn't really equate no alcohol with like locking in. Like for some reason I was like, I don't do it enough for it to be like super impactful or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think those times when I do like participate in drinking alcohol, it's like a slippery slope for like the rest of things that I want to keep in order, like eating habits or like the gym. Like I love the gym. Like why would I make myself miserable by going to the gym? Like the guilt, like the productivity, like those things where that's where my mental health suffers, and I just don't want to put myself in that position for that to happen. And don't get me wrong, guys, I have liquid IV at home. I drink water between all the drinks. Like I chug water when I get home. Like,
yeah, you do. You drink a lot of water when we go out.
Literally, I'm like, because I know how miserable it is, and it's still miserable. So I can't even imagine without it. Anyway, so she's locking in for the 60 days. Sorry.
Okay.
And that inspired me with the no alcohol. She's also doing things like 30-minute workout, 30 minutes outside, meal plan, gallon
that's like how 75 hard is.
It is, but it's like way chiller because it's not like you have to do it or you miss a day. She's also reading 100 pages, which I thought, you're crazy for that.
100 pages a day is nuts.
It is nuts.
It's like an hour of reading, maybe more.
Maybe. Another thing that I really liked was, so she did this YouTube video, I can link it in the show notes, that she's like, oh, I got 44 out of 47 goals done this week. And I was like, wow, that is a lot. That is good. And my pea brain head was like,
47 goals a week
out of 40, or so like basically every day it's like,
oh, but they repeat. Okay,
yes. It's like every day she has that checklist.
I see.
There's probably more, I don't even know, but it wasn't like something crazy. It wasn't like the 75 hard where it's like 2 workouts a day, 1 has to be outside.
Yeah, no.
It was stuff that you could definitely implement into an everyday life, because she said she wanted to start building healthier habits.
Yeah.
And anyway, and I was like, 44 to 47, that's pretty good. Like, she missed a workout here and there. I think she didn't stick to her meal plan one day. She went to the Ren Fair. Like, things, but those are like life things. Those aren't like things to like put yourself down about. It's
and like throw it all away over.
Exactly. And so when she said like, I did 44 to 47, I was like, wow, that is so, that like really helps me like break that mentality of all or nothing. So I will definitely link it. It was a really good video, and she's doing it for 60 days. And so I was like, okay, I can lock in and try being sober for 60 days.
Yeah.
So I think I know that is what I'm doing.
So when do you start?
I started on Sunday.
Okay.
So
it's exciting.
So like Friday and Saturday were crazy. And then Sunday I was like, Nick, I'm going sober. No, because I never drink alone. And then I drank a whole bottle of wine on Friday night. And I was like, girl. Yeah. And it was just like a silly, goofy time. And the problem is like, I don't like the taste of it. So I'm just chugging it. And then I'm like, so.
No, because I was like, I can see that, because some of them are like juice. Like I love like kind of a dry white wine. I'm like,
no, this was red. So it's like very heavy.
No.
Well, Nick was cooking with it, and he's like, you want a bottle or you want a glass? And I was like, sure. Glug, 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 glug. I'm like, give me a straw. Done. Slurping. Yeah. So.
That's so funny.
So this weekend was also like rock. It wasn't rock bottom, but it was definitely like.
You're like, okay, I'm really done now.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that was like the deciding point.
Yeah. I was like, because literally on that Friday, I was like, maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Like, maybe I'm like a little curious. Nick was like, but you don't drink that much. And I'm like, you're right. Let's open the wine. You know what I mean? And that is, no.
Maybe I'll have to do one too. I'm kind of in the mood for a challenge. I've been like brainstorming.
Really? What other challenges have you been brainstorming?
Kind of like a 75 hard, but like my own like version. Like I was thinking of some things like no snoozing my alarm. I've been getting up earlier this week, which has been hard, but like so amazing. Like it's literally crazy, like the difference it makes waking up 30 minutes earlier.
I totally agree. You're not rushing, you're chill,
Yeah.
you're walking around.
Yeah, I feel like I get to work and I'm like, wow, I got so much done today. Maybe because you can get there at like 9.
Yeah.
Also,
what time do you get up?
Oh, recently I've been getting up at like 6:30. I was in a phase of like the last like 2 or 3 weeks where like I would snooze my alarm in my sleep until like 8 a.m. Sometimes I wake up, it was 8:30.
That's crazy.
Help. I stopped wearing my Apple Watch to sleep. I think that was it.
Yeah.
Because I could snooze it in my sleep and then I was just cooked.
I feel like we should do another day in the life.
No, we should.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a couple years.
Yeah.
And our days have changed.
Yeah.
Well, your days changed. I don't know about mine.
Yeah. Mine are still like changing, but I want to do, no more snoozing my alarm. Help. I'm blanking.
Running?
Maybe.
Come on, 2 days a week.
No, you're right. I should do that. 2 days a week of running.
With
and
me.
then, yeah.
So like you have to.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Why were you hesitant? We planned it.
No, I thought you meant like every day.
No, 2 days of running a week?
Yeah, no, that's
okay,
fine.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. And then
No, not every day.
no, I can't. 30 minutes outside time a day. I want to do that. And cleaning up, like which I kind of already been doing, like cleaning up my room every night, cleaning up the kitchen every night.
Yeah.
And, like I don't go, like last night I had laundry and Matt and I like went to the gym and cooked dinner and stuff. And so like by the time I like finished cleaning the kitchen and like we just finished all of our little tasks, went upstairs, it's like 11 p.m. I'm like, I have laundry to do or to fold. We didn't go to bed till that laundry was folded because if I did not fold it right then, it was not going to get folded. Okay. It was going to be on the floor till I wore it and put it in the dirty clothes. So yeah, we're in the process of making improvements in our life, but it's a slow progress. But I really want to, I don't know. I've been thinking about like, kind of as I'm like settling more down into my life and like have more mental capacity for things. I feel like I'm like settled into work, done with the wedding, whatever. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to really get serious about like trying to do some kind of like social media thing. Cause I'm like, I've wanted to do it for like my whole life. I feel like I'm hitting a point in like, I don't know if it's like being medicated. I don't know if it's like maturing or both or whatever, but I'm kind of like, okay, it's literally been a decade of you thinking about this on like a daily basis of like when I was like 13, 14 wanting to do YouTube, and then it's like YouTube or TikTok or like, and we do the podcast and stuff, and it's like, why don't you just do it? Like, why don't you just do it?
So you're going to commit to post?
I think so. I want to do like a videos but I was also thinking like,
wait, Hannah, you're my favorite in real life content creator. So I can't wait to see your videos. Like I can't wait for you to share them.
No, I've been obsessed with your TikTok videos that you've been posting. We're going to have to talk about that.
We'll talk about it next week.
Okay. But no,
I got more up my sleeve that I'm posting.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm sad. That's what I commented on her first video. I'm sad. No, but I'm like, I feel like a good way to like start for your, like, not even just to, like get an audience involved, but like to get yourself involved and like keep it rolling is to have like a series. So I'm like, what are like little series? You know what I mean? So I've just been like thinking about things, and I feel like I really want to get back into being creative. And the way that I really loved, I'm not a very talented drawer. Like I can't really do art. I need to like color in the lines, or like someone needs to give me instructions. You know what I mean? So, I'm not a huge writer, love to read, not a huge writer, but I did used to really love taking pictures and making videos. And I feel like when I was doing that on a consistent basis, like in my early high school years when I was taking like coursework on that, I would even do it in my spare time. And I was just like being in that like flow state of like thinking of new ideas and like making things was so much fun. Like I want to like tap back into that because
for sure
I've really let it go over the past 10 years.
Yeah, no, I'd love a Hannah's YouTube channel. Would you go by like a nickname, or would you go like Hannah Trippy?
I debate because I don't really want to be like, I don't like Sorrel. So
Hannah Sorrel.
I thought about doing that.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
I thought about doing that because I'm like, I don't really want my last name necessarily attached to it. I kind of want it to be like its own entity.
Yeah.
Especially because like
Dude, Hannah Sorrell is so perfect.
Yeah.
It is the last name.
And I used to really... No, it is.
No, actually, you should use it.
It's my mom's maiden name.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a last name.
It's so beautiful. No, Hannah. Please.
Okay.
Please use
Twist
that.
my arm. Twist my arm. Because I used to really be scared to start because, like, when I was job hunting, obviously, like, people are going to Google you. And so I'm like... They can have the podcast. That's fine. I made my Instagram private for a while. I like unlinked things. So it was like not like, I don't want them going down the whole podcast rabbit hole. Okay. You don't need to know me that well.
You unlinked the podcast from your Instagram?
When I was applying to jobs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it back?
Maybe.
Oh my
I need to check. I need to check. I might still be private.
Oh my God. I'd be promoting every week and you're like,
no, I know.
You're like ghosting the.
I'm like, she doesn't exist actually. But now that I'm not applying to jobs anymore, I'm like, okay, I feel a little more freedom to put myself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
put yourself out there, and you're not doing anything scandalous.
No, I'm not.
Like, you're not doing anything crazy. Like, I would show my coworkers my Target hauls, and they would give a rat's. They'd be like,
cool.
Okay, yeah, sure.
No, I know. Like, nothing that I would post would be like crazy. It's just like I didn't want it to be a topic of conversation or consideration. You know what I mean?
So fair. You're so right.
Yeah.
You're fair for that, but
and that's why I want to like unlink my last name from myself too. No, because the way that when we finish recording, I'm like immediately changing my handles. I'm like, bye, Hannah Sorrell.
No, you have to.
Yeah.
No, Hannah, I'm serious. That's
okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, should I go as Nicole Eldalyn? But that's very middle name.
Yeah.
That's a little long.
Yeah. Nicole Lynn though. Yeah.
No.
We'll
workshop it. Like, get you the new username. Yeah. So that will be in next week's episode. But for this week, we wanted to start the summer season because we are getting there slowly in Buffalo, but we are.
The trees finally have leaves, like all of them. Got the energy back. I've got the groove back, or I don't quite have the groove back, and that's what we're going for.
Yeah, we have the energy, no groove yet. So I want to try to become that girl. And when I first thought of this, I'm like, who is that girl? I was thinking about those girls in my life, and that's how I based on like what makes you that girl. Okay.
I was thinking like the key idea of like becoming that girl is like, are you living the life that you want to live?
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally agree. I think step one is surrounding yourself with those girls. Okay. And can I say, I think it's so chic to have friends that are different ages than you are, older, younger. I think that is so fun. You can take advice, experience, like a different perspective that each of these people have, and I think it's so chic.
It's funny though because it's like there's like a fine line of like there's some people who like only have younger friends because they are immature. You know what I mean? It's like, where do you draw the distinction? Well, I think it's pretty obvious.
I think it's a mix. And when I say younger friends or older, I think it's even chicer to have older friends with more experience. And I'm not even talking about friends that are like 5 years older than you. I'm talking about like 50-year-olds and like your mom's friends or Pilates instructors or I don't know, just like a wide, like early 30s, 40s, like just like a wide range. A lot of people in my Pilates studio are just have such a range.
Yeah.
Ranges from like 50, 60, 70 to like 20, 25, whatever.
Yeah.
And so some of the girls and I go out to coffee in the morning, and I go out to coffee with this like 80-year-old, but and then I have a friend that's 50 years old, and we like talk and like whatever. And it was at that moment where I was like, oh my God, it's so much fun to have people older than me.
Yeah.
Have like friends with.
Yeah. It's not like a family figure.
No.
Yeah.
We're just girls.
Yeah.
We're all just girls. And I feel like a lot of us just get to our age and we're like, in our core, we're literally girls. Like, it doesn't matter if you're 70. It doesn't matter if you're 20, 25.
Yeah.
I will say it's easier to be friends with older people because the maturity level has reached its peak momentum. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, I would have a hard time being friends with like a 16-year-old. Like, it just becomes that. And I think you have to be selective. Like, I'm friends with my sister. She's 5 years younger than me, and I stay hip. I stay in the trends with her, you know, and I stay cool with her.
Yeah.
But like still maintaining that sense of maturity and that level of, you know, decision making, critical thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. And then like the next thing I think we already touched upon is doing it for yourself and like becoming the best version of yourself. And I think in the world of social media, like I hate to say that, but it is where we live right now, and so it's very important to factor in. I think it's very easy to be almost influenced in your how you act, how you talk, things you like, trends, things like that, where I think you need to like find your individuality and like separate yourself from what's popular on the internet. So like focus on what you like, what you love, rather than like
what's popular.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why like when I was like writing notes on this, it's not just like, oh, the life that you want, like the life that's like ideal. It's like, no, what do you like want? Because I think what makes like that girl is like she's herself,
and she's so confident in her individuality.
Yes, and she's doing what she wants to do.
Yes,
for her life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in order to get deeper, Hannah and I did this quiz.
Yeah.
It was called the Values Bridge.
Yeah.
And essentially it tells you what your values are and what really and truly motivates you.
Yeah. And so I think it was interesting, like the way that this quiz was structured. In order to, so like there's 2 parts that you get at the end. You get a list of like, there's like 16 values. So you get like an ordered list of like from what you value the most, what you value the least. And then she breaks it up into like core values, mid-tier, and like low-tier values. Yeah. And then you also get this thing called like an authenticity gap, which is like how far away are you from living a life that aligns with that value.
Yes.
And so it's interesting, like you essentially take the quiz like almost 2 times over. The questions are a little bit different between part 1 and part 2, but part 1 you're instructed to answer the questions based on the life that you want to live. So it gives you like time. It's like, okay, like envision like your life, like what would you do, what would you be, like, and this is not thinking about like real life, you're not thinking about constraints. Okay, we're just like, if I could do anything, if I had like a magic ball, what would my answer to this question be?
Yes.
And then you take the quiz again and it's like, okay, now you're answering the questions based on like how you're living right now. So now is when you think about like, oh, well, I would like to do that, but this is how I actually do it now, like based on XYZ. And then that's how it gives you the things that you value, and then how far away you are from living the things that you value.
And I think in taking this quiz, I wasn't really, not that I didn't care, because I definitely do care to learn more about myself, but it wasn't really, I wasn't nervous about finding out my values. I thought to the core, like, I think I'm a good person. Like, it can't be that bad, you know? And none of the values are like, you are a horrible person, like, whatever. It's not like that at all. I think that's the difference between like value and virtue. But I was really scared that this authenticity gap would be so huge and I wouldn't be living my life and I'm be miserable. And I think, you know, you can feel if you're like not living your best life and you're miserable. Like I think you could tell, but I don't know, like I was so paranoid. Yeah. In my heart of heart, like I'm just not living the way I want to live.
But maybe also it's like sometimes you don't have the word, you can feel the gap maybe, but you don't know, you don't have the words or like the knowledge to place where the gap is.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So
no, I think it was so interesting. I heard we got into this kind of from listening to what we said, and they did an interview with the woman who created this, whose name I did not write down, unfortunately. But she was talking about the difference between values and virtues, because I feel like I was kind of thinking the same thing too, where I was like, oh, values is like good and bad, basically. And like you can have bad values, but the way that she like focuses values is like, it's just things that you want. It's just things that are important to you. And she was saying like people confuse values and virtues. So values are things like, you think of them like on an individual level, like these are things that I want in my life that are important to me. A virtue is something that like is universally agreed upon to be good.
Yes.
Patience is a virtue. Kindness is a virtue. Charity is a virtue. murder is not a virtue. You know what I mean? Like selfishness is not a virtue. So she was like, people get confused because it's like they conflate the two when they're really two separate things.
Yes.
And I thought it was really interesting. Like she used this example of
being a family person.
And so some people take family centrism and think of it as like, oh, if you have high family centrism, you have to be a stay-at-home mom. And then you get in this like weird situation where people like turn that into a virtue. Well, I think
it's like a moral. It's like
a moral. Like, yeah, if you don't stay at home with your children, then you're a bad mom.
Yeah, and you don't care about them.
Yes. And that's where you get into like the mom shaming kind of aspect. But then also you get into a sense of like people hold it as a virtue, and so sometimes they do it when like they don't really want to. So they're not showing up for themselves in the best way, and therefore possibly also not showing up for their kids in the best way.
Yes. I totally agree.
I thought that was like a really interesting conversation. And I think that was like, I'm glad that I listened to that episode first before I did the quiz. So I could really understand like, okay, like anywhere my values are like is not a representation of like whether it's like a good or bad thing. It's just a thing to be aware of. Like these are the things that I want in my life.
And I think that all the values are not necessarily, they're very neutral, right?
Yeah, they're not inherently bad.
No. And because when I think about, okay, am I really vain? That's like a negative connotation. And in the values quiz, it's called beholderism. And it's just like you like aesthetically pleasing things. That could be your body. That could be your space, your clothing, your aesthetic, like whatever.
Yeah.
And when you put it like that, it's like, oh, like you don't have to be vain if your core value is beholderism. And it really made me like think deeper about it and like outside of it. So there are 3 different categories that they rank. It's core, and then these are the primary drivers of your actions or decisions, and that's how you live your most authentic life. There's moderate. These values influence your behavior in select context. They don't consistently drive your decisions, but you know, they are to note. And then the peripheral, and then these values are minimal. Yeah. You know, they don't really sway your decisions at all. And it's like unlikely that it'll shape your most authentic life. So I just wanted to give that. So what are your core values?
Okay. So my top 3 values are family centrism, affluence, and belovedness. And it's interesting, family centrism and affluence are actually tied for my top 1 and 2. So let me pull up so like in a brief overview, family centrism is like the role that you want family to play in your life.
Yes.
And so sometimes she was saying like, it could be like immediate family, it could be chosen family. Like it's kind of just however you view family and like how important it is to you for like that to be a super involved factor in your life. So with that being my number 1 value, I have an authenticity gap of 96.9, which means I'm 96.9% not living that value.
Really?
And here's the thing. So she actually mentions like, okay, I really liked the quiz too because it tells you like what the gap means and it like gives you an answer based off of like what your actual gap is. So she says an authenticity gap above 60% suggests a significant and urgent disconnect between how much you want family to shape your life versus how much it actually does. This level is worth serious reflection. So I think like I can tell for sure. It's like, this is one of those things that like, I don't have the power in my life to change immediately. Part of it is like, okay, I want to have like start my own family soon. So there's like, it's on top of my mind because I'm thinking about that aspect of my life. And then also like, I know that I really value spending time with like my immediate family, like my parents and my siblings, but we all live far away right now. And so that contributes to the gap as well.
Yeah.
My second one is affluence, which is exactly what it sounds like. Wanting like wealth, obviously, like money. It kind of goes above like financial security. Like I do want to be financially secure, but I also want to have like a little extra.
Yeah.
I don't want just enough to get by. Like I want to go spend $100 at Target every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like I like I like nice things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My authenticity gap, I was surprised, it's actually only 16.1%.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually living, which I would say, maybe they're not like, now that I think about it, it does make a lot of sense. If I taken this quiz a year ago, guarantee you it'd be like 99%. Back when I was in grad school, or back when I was in my old job where I was making $20,000 a year. Now
that's
that I make
actually crazy.
Actually criminal.
That's criminal. And you had a full-time job.
Full-time. Yeah.
Full-time hard job. Like I have no words. That was criminal.
Literally. Yeah. No, literally. I'm like, oh, cool. Like yeah. Anyway, do your taxes. They're like, here's 100% refund because we are so sorry.
Dead.
Yeah. But now that I make livable wage, Matt and I are married, we have like a little extra income between the two of us. Like I can see how my authenticity gap is pretty low. So that one's like, okay, I'm living to my value pretty well. Third one is belovedness, which reflects the role you want a romantic relationship to play in shaping your decisions, identity, and future. It's not a measure of your capacity to love, but of the priority you give to building, sustaining, and centering your life around a romantic partner. I was shocked. This was my top 3.
You're kidding.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, I guess it doesn't make sense, because I think about it, like Matt is a very important part of my life, and like my romantic relationship is a big part of my life. Mm-hmm. I think too, like having just gotten married maybe plays a role in it being my top 3. Like I'm really curious if I took the quiz again in like 6 months or a year, if it would like shift a little bit. But it's just something I didn't really consciously recognize, like how much value I placed on it until it was like put into words in front of me. My authenticity gap, 0%. Yay! 0%.
That is so fun.
So that was fun. What are your top 3?
My first one is eudaimonia, and I did not know what this was. Eudaimonia is, and I, honestly, like I had to look it up because I was like, what? So I'm gonna give you like the textbook definition from her website, because I, honestly, like I got it and I was like, that's my number 1. What does that mean? Eudaimonia is the value, reflects your answer to the question, how much do I want my life to be organized around experiences and bring me pleasure and joy? For some, the feelings that come with fun and happiness are something to be scheduled later. After work is done, goals are reached, or responsibilities are met. For others, the pursuit of enjoyment is the point. The reason people get up in the morning, and the guiding force behind their choices around work, family, and life. Eudaimonia captures where you fall on the spectrum. At its essence, the value isn't about indulgence, although it can be. It's about prioritizing experiences, moments, and activities that bring, quote unquote, good spirits. Indeed, the term is translated from ancient Greek. Eudaimonia can be achieved through adventure, personal passions, or sensory pleasures. Someone with the core eudaimonia might build their life around travel, socializing, or creative play, while another may find equal fulfillment in smaller daily joys of a great meal, a perfect sunset, a cozy evening with a book, which defines high eudaimonia as a value, guiding beliefs that joy isn't to be postponed or squeezed in. It's something to be the center of your life.
Yeah.
Okay. So my authenticity gap is a 24.
Okay.
Not too bad. I'm like, wow, I have a great life. Like, yeah. Come on, I have a lot of joy in my life. And I do. Like, I will say, like, I put, like, joy. We talked about concerts and stuff like that last week. I put that, like, that is joy. That brings me joy. And
that makes sense. And that's because I was, like, kind of surprised that was your number 1. Not that but it's just interesting to see, like, I thought, like, achievement was going to be, like, your number 1 or 2. I don't know why.
Oh, that's number 2. Oh, you hit that one on that. I'm like, that's number 2. But like, I do like prioritize like my Pilates classes in the schedule. I do prioritize like the podcast.
Yes.
I do prioritize like fun, like time with friends and stuff like that. And myself.
No, it does make sense when you put it that way.
So like in that sense, but like why is work centrism like number 5? I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense to me, but it is like an 84% gap. And I'm like, hello? Like, I don't really believe that, though. Yeah. Like, that was the most shocking one for me. Okay, my next one was achievement. Surprise to no one. And achievement is exactly what you think it is. It's, achievement reflects how you seek visible success, with visible being the key. Okay? It's not just about doing well. It's about being recognized for doing well. And it's giving Eldest daughter, academic validation, like praise kink, like it's like it's giving like all of that, like, and so fair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, makes sense.
It tracks.
Like it tracks. Like I want to do well, and I want people to like praise me for it. Like I want someone at work to be like, hey, I think you did a really good job on something I worked hard on. I want Nick to be like, hey, I really appreciated you making dinner for me. I knew you worked really hard on it, which he does so much. But like those are things that like I love. I love the validation aspect of it. So like, who's surprised? Not me. My third one was belovedness. And period. Like I want to be with Nick. Like Nick is my person. Like my life revolves around him, even though like family centrism isn't in my top 5 or top 10. But like, to be totally fair with you,
but that doesn't mean like you don't love your family.
No.
Yeah.
It just means I don't want to build my life around my family.
Yeah.
As shitty as that sounds.
Not really.
But like, I think you have to like kind of go deeper into, it's not that I want to like leave, like I'm always, but I think maybe it's because I'm privileged and I'm always with my family.
Oh, maybe.
So in hindsight, it's like, okay, well, I see them every week. So I don't feel the need to like build my life around them, because my life is already built around them, and it's already my day to day. Yeah. So I think maybe that's where that disconnect is, because I was kind of I was surprised at how low it was. I think it was like, here, I can look. I think it was like maybe 11. And I was like, damn, she hates her family. Yeah, I was 12. Yeah, family centrism was 12. So I was like kind of shocked about that.
Yeah.
But the top 3, like, please. I think my number 4 was like agency. I'm like, exactly.
Yeah. No, that tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
I was actually surprised that agency was not higher for me.
It was pretty low for you.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was. Was it like bottom tier?
Yes, it was. It was like top of bottom tier, so maybe like 12.
Yeah. Then that ends up being a really high harmony with belovedness. Because I'm like, whatever you want. Which is funny because I don't feel like I'm that way. But I guess I do like compromise. I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting to see how things fall and like where I thought they would fall. Because I thought agency would for sure be like low core value and then like maybe in peripheral. But it was like,
just remember, Hannah, you are
or not peripheral.
You're type C.
No, you're right.
Type like, well, I posted that thing and being like, you're type B, like execution, like type A mind. And then someone commented like, that's type C, babe. And I was like, you ate with that one. You're so right. So I'm not saying you're lower than
no,
type
I've never
B.
heard that.
I'm just
before.
saying you're type C. And
yeah, no, you're right.
And I'm like, yeah. And so I'm curious to do it with Nick, because what you can do is you can compare and contrast and see like what the vibes are. That's what Hannah and I did. Yeah. And I would be so curious to try it with Nick and like have him like do it, and we can compare like what the vibe is. But also like, I'm scared. Like, what if we're like, please don't get married? And I'm gonna be like,
no, I don't think it would be like that.
This is just a website. You know what I mean? Even though right now I'm holding it with such high regard.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to be told no. Okay. And I feel like we're harmonious either way. So like, I'm not going to be messing with fire. But for Hannah and I did. And I was like, okay, full send. And we compared our things. And if you haven't noticed, guys, we're compatible.
Very much so, actually. I think we had like one conflict.
Yeah. And
maybe.
It was like,
I don't even remember. It was like dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Yeah,
I was like, man, whatever.
Yeah. No, really. I think it was like my family centrism versus your agency.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like,
but that's not, we're friends. So it's fine.
And then it literally underneath it said, this rarely affects friendship relationships. It more so would affect like
romantic.
Yes, romantic. I was like, I love a romantic relationship. And so I was like, okay, perfect. Like even though it says it's like
a conflict,
it's not with the friendship. No. So I was like, okay, slay.
We're perfect. What was your what was your authenticity gap overall?
My authenticity gap was a 16.
I know.
Isn't
that is crazy.
I thought that was crazy.
Mine's 30.
That's still good.
Out of 100. No, that is good.
I'm in like the thresholder area.
Okay.
So basically, not much I can do more. Like the last steps is just like enacting exactly what I want, and like I'm okay with like a little disappointment. That's what makes that's what makes the really good parts of life really good. You know? And so I'm like, meh.
No, that's a slight. 16 out of 100 is so
Literally so good.
Yeah. So when I'm at 30, I'm in the approacher. So the approacher is actively moving toward a life aligned with their values, but they still feel tension from noticeable gaps. They've done foundational self-discovery and now face the challenge of making targeted intentional decisions. With purposeful action and reflection, they can close the distance and step into a more authentic life. And I feel like that's definitely like the mindset I'm taking into like becoming that girl.
Yes.
In the sense of like, I do feel like I have done a lot of work, and I do like, I've been doing a lot of reflection recently where I'm like, I feel like very content in most areas of my life, where like, I feel like honestly for like the last 5 or 6 years, I felt so much like inner conflict and dissatisfaction with like a lot of my life. And now I feel like so much has changed so quickly, and I'm like, wow, like I don't have that voice snarking in my head like 24/7. Part of that's the meds, babe, but also it is the work that I've put in and the changes that I've finally made.
Yes.
And so now that I see how far the change, making uncomfortable progressive change has taken me, I'm like, okay, I'm much more determined now to close that gap even further. And I think like the pursuit of that and like the continual like improvement and reflection is what's going to bring me into being like that girl, like that higher version of myself, I guess.
Totally agree. I think I was half surprised and half like, yeah, no, makes sense, because I genuinely put myself first. Like hate to say it. I like genuinely will do things that I know that I enjoy and I like and will make my life that way. Before, not like everyone, but like it's a priority. I don't know how to explain it.
No. But yeah, it's not like you choose yourself in every situation, but
yes. But like, I like choose, like, I guess I don't put up with things I don't like.
Right.
So, but I also can like recognize how lucky I was to find Nick so quickly, because I feel like that's like a big point in people's like lives, like contention, I'll say. I know. Of like finding like your partner. Person.
Yeah.
And Nick is my person. I found him so quick. Like I didn't even have to like, no hunt and gathering for me. Yeah.
No, people talk about like the dating scene. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
That sounds miserable. No, actually, I don't know how to date. Like I couldn't date.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like I actually couldn't date.
Thank God.
I think that big changes in your life can change your values. Like an unexpected pregnancy, like maybe if that happens, I'm like, oh geez, I'm like, I don't want to speak into
like, not that I want it.
Not that I want it. No, I don't want to speak into it. But like maybe that would change my value into like family centrism.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Maybe that would be like,
well, and that's what she was saying, like major events in your life can definitely switch up your values.
Her partner died, and now her belovedness is low. It's the last one on her thing, because she doesn't, because that was her person that gone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, so like death and like a career path, like I'm sure your authenticity gap would be way different in like financial, in work centrism, in like all these things, if you still worked at
girl, it would be 100%.
No, actually, no, that's what I'm saying. So like career change could be like a huge one.
Huge.
So it's like big transitions in your life that can change your values.
Yeah.
And becoming that girl, we need to start some non-negotiables in our life. Okay. We just like being sober has to be like a non-negotiable in my life, because if I don't do it, it's not happening. So what are your non-negotiables?
Okay, some of these are things that I like actually do versus things that I like want to do. So one of the things that I want to start making a real non-negotiable is keeping the promises that I make to myself. Because I think that that is like, honestly, like one of, if not the core steps to like building your confidence and becoming like that version of yourself that you want to be.
Can I just say, I love that you said you were going to fold the laundry, then you did, even though it was 11 o'clock p.m.
And girl, I was sitting there, I was like, should I just throw these in my drawer? And I was like, no.
No, so like,
we said that we were going to fold the clothes, and we're going to fold the clothes.
And did that make you feel so good?
No, it did, actually.
You're like, I'm such a slay.
Actually, yeah. No, it did. And it's, so I think this is something I'm learning, which is why I think sometimes I've been afraid to commit to this, but I have to, anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but
no, I kind of want to
not over committing, not over promising. So you have to be careful with the promises that you do make to yourself.
Yes, of course.
So I used to live, sometimes I still do live in La La Land, and like would expect too much of myself, and then I can't meet those goals or whatever, and that was bad. So it's like little promises that you build up and keep to yourself.
And kind of going along those lines, and I've been implementing this thing at night where I say, you've done enough today. Like, you did enough today. And I think a lot of the times I get in my head about not being productive enough, not being, on enough. And when I go to bed, pretty much every night, I'll just kind of say like an affirmation, you've done enough today.
Yeah.
And I feel like that
I love that, actually.
settles me.
Yeah.
Because, girl, there's only so much a girl can do.
No, really. Because sometimes I do feel like I guess I'll have like a day of work and then I come home and like I don't really do anything. Maybe like that day I get home from work and I don't make dinner, we just eat leftovers, and I just like sit on the couch literally for like 3 hours straight, and then I go to bed. And it's like, I feel bad about myself, but it's like, okay, you did enough. Like, you had a whole day work.
Literally.
You did so much at work today. Like, so.
But even that, it's like,
but you don't even have to do
early,
like much.
You made your bed. It's like you can even think of like the small things.
Yeah, and like you can also have a rest day and be like, you did enough today. Like, you took care of yourself today, and like that was it.
Literally,
that's all we needed to do. We didn't need to do anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. No, that's a good one. I feel like too. This is one that I like actually do. Is I have to wash my face before I go to bed. I will not go to bed without washing my face. Like, the way that like I can just feel it on my skin if I haven't. I don't know if it like I truly can, or if it's like a mental block. But no, I don't care like how drunk I am, how tired I am. We are not going to bed without a washed face in this household. Okay?
That is so fair. Speaking of bed, I need at least 8 hours of sleep a night. Okay? And I just know for me, myself, like, I will be an absolute terror. Okay? I will be Tyrannosaurus Nicole, because I need it for my mental health. I need it for your mental health. I need it for like the sanity of myself, the sanity of you. Like, 8 hours of sleep needs to be had. That is a non-negotiable. I always go to bed early.
Yeah.
Because I wake up so early.
No, I love that. I mean, one of mine is going to become like not snoozing your alarm, but that's kind of different. One of my non-negotiables, now this one can be self-destructive sometimes, so it's a little hard, is I have to have me time. Like, I don't care how tired I am. I don't care like if it's like gonna be crammed into like I'm like peeling my eyes open at the end of the night. Like, I have to have like 30 minutes a day of like just doing whatever I want. Reading a book, doom scrolling, taking a bath. Like, it has to be like just me time. And sometimes like this is where I can get into like revenge or like sleep procrastination. Like I don't know what they call it. I don't know, but like overexhausting myself because I feel like I didn't get enough me time. So I have to like find a way to rein that in. But like, that's one thing I cannot live without.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like my me time also comes in the form of like driving to work and home, and like those silent car rides. I think me time also comes in the form of like maybe getting a coffee that morning, like out, and
not making it. You know what I've been doing recently?
What?
Is every weekend I like go and get a latte. It's like my little treat to myself. And it's kind of also me time because I normally am like by myself. I just go to a coffee shop. Maybe I chill. Maybe I don't. But like the drive there and back, sometimes I go to like a little store around it.
Oh, wait.
So fun.
That is so fun.
It is.
You're kidding. Another non-negotiable is taking my vitamins. I love the routine. I love the habit. They make me feel good. They make me regulated.
Okay, I did not know that you have to take vitamins on a full stomach. And I just started taking vitamins recently. Tell me why I took a multivitamin on an empty stomach first thing in the morning and I wanted to die. Like, I actually thought I was going to die.
Wait, that's so funny. I actually don't take them on a full stomach.
Yeah.
I have my protein coffee, like my collagen coffee.
Yeah.
And that's what I take them with.
Oh, I think that's fine.
So like,
but mine was like dead empty. Like, not even water.
That's dangerous. That makes you so nauseous.
Immediate nausea. I was like, oh, am I okay? I was like Googling. I was like, why do I feel sick? It's like, your vitamin, babe.
In your stomach, babe.
Yeah. Okay, my last one, which I talk about literally all the time, but like my nails. They have to be. Recently, I haven't been necessarily like in a painted kick. I've kind of, rather painted right now, but I for a couple weeks was doing like just plain nails, but just having them like cut, filed so they're smooth, unbeatable.
I did cave and got my nails done. Okay. I fear I'm obsessed. Like, I fear I'm so obsessed with them. Like, I love them so much. I think they're so gorgeous. I think they're so pretty. Like, I'm worried. I'm worried about the next, because, like, these are nice and new and, like, 2 weeks in, and I'm like, okay, they're fine right now.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about, like, a month in, and they're going to be, like, ratty, and I'm going to have to go get them taken off because I use builder gel because I didn't get bullied, but, like, I got recommended to use it, and I caved, like, you know, but, like,
yeah,
I have to get them taken off because I will rip them off and they will destroy my nails, and I just grew out my nails fully, so I just want to get them off nicely. That being said, I might, you know, get a gel, and you know what I mean? Well, yeah, if it happens, it happens. But anyway, love that.
Yeah.
These are starting to come down. I'm so devastated how much I love it.
They're so cute. You know what I've been seeing recently, which I really want to do, is I've seen like people will have like maybe like one pink hand, one red hand, but they switch the color on these two fingers. So like this is like pink, red. This is red, pink.
Wait, I'm obsessed.
Or they do, I mean, like one, I've seen them do like one finger, but I liked the two and like the finger and the thumb and the pointer. But like usually it's like the ring finger people switch.
Yeah. I like getting my nails in all different colors.
Yeah.
So that's like so fun to me. But
it is, yeah.
I like pick a vibe and then I'm like, go for it. Nick picked this one. So it's like,
yeah.
My last non-negotiable is movement. Like, I need it in my life. That might be like walk with the dogs, Pilates, lifting.
Yeah.
Hannah and I are starting our running journey soon. But yeah, so
yeah,
I just need some type of movement.
I fear that's a non-negotiable for me that I don't live up to. And it shows sometimes.
It shows.
Where I'm like, why do I feel
like absolute garbage?
Yeah. It's like, oh, maybe because you have been sitting down at a desk or on the couch all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that I want to get into my routine is I want to put my legs up on the wall for 10 minutes. I hear so many good benefits.
It's so good. So when I was working at Whole Foods and I was standing in a kitchen for like 8 hours straight, my legs would get so swollen. And I would come home and do that.
Why is it low-key hard though?
Life-changing. Really?
It feels hard to me.
Why?
I don't know.
Like hard to balance or like
no, just like my legs get tired.
Oh,
I don't know how to explain it. Like,
yeah,
it should be easier. Legs are just pinned up against the wall.
Yeah.
If anyone else's legs are like get fatigued while doing that, like let me know because mine sure do.
I feel like you could even just like if your legs, I could see how it could get tiring. Actually, I've never done it for like a super long time. Sometimes I just like lay down and put my legs like over a chair or like on the couch. Like it's really just the inversion.
Yes.
You don't need them like straight up in the air. So that kind of helps sometimes too. I feel like that's how I normally actually do my upside down time. I love upside down time.
I was really scared of it and now I'm getting used to it, but
yeah,
I don't love it yet. I still feel like I'm going to break my neck.
Wait, are you like on your shoulders?
No, not in that
moment.
Okay. But like I've been doing like jackknifes and like whatever, and that's like really upside down. And I'm like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
That's so funny. Yeah, I'm still working towards the no snoozing. And I feel like I've been getting down my routine in like cleaning up my bedroom every night and clean up my kitchen every night, but I want to get into like a whole house routine to where like Matt and I have our like kitchen routine, but we haven't really extended that into like the rest of the house. So
got it.
Yeah. We're on our way. We need to do an update episode in like a couple weeks or not a couple months.
Yeah.
See where our values
and the summer.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Holding It Pod. You can watch us on Spotify and YouTube at Holding It Pod. You can listen on Apple Music at Holding It Pod. So, same time next week. Bye.